Every time you ask for a Trench Crusade video, my Heretics Legion just grows bigger. I love it. This is my Heretic faction for Trench Crusade. They're spooky, they're gothy, and very, very spiky. This thing isn't really part of it. I kind of think it fits the aesthetic. The thing that excited me about Trench Crusade is they encourage you to kit bash. And also they have like third-party model licenses. I think that's like the coolest part of Trench Crusade for me. I think that's very pro indie game culture. I'm excited. It inspired me to buy these kits. Stargrave Mercenaries. I thought I'd be able to get a few parts out of that, like guns and stuff. I got the Frostgrave Soldiers 2. The 2 is all female models, or female presenting models. And this, Wizards 2, also female presenting wizard models. And you know, honestly, I bought it for nearly entirely for this hand. That is a good hand. Gently avoid the models. Okay, first, the design Kitbash inspo around my miniatures. I wanted to make something spooky and witchy. I love witchy aesthetics. I love it so much, it's in all of my work. I want witches that look tough, scary, spooky, very, very tough. That's the artist there. And I think there is something very cool about witches with guns. And some of my favorite work of spooky, trenchy witches comes from Hannah, who also recently just sculpted this for me based on my art. I gotta say that because I'm not sure if she would put bowl chins on her on her mechs. Let's kit bash a witch real quick. Alright, the tricky part in all of this is finding a good gun, honestly. I should have bought some like World War I kits as well, but this seemed like more of a challenge. Maybe this one? I might just try to very carefully clip off some of the details because World War I guns weren't super detailed looking. Just gently. This grip kind of looks a little bit too much for me. That's a bit more World War I adjacent. Maybe hardly, I don't know. So this is the Witches kit, or Wizards 2 kit, and I like that body. This one is a bit high fantasy, and that's too much effort. These kits are kind of compatible with each other, but like you need to give them a bit of love in order to make like the weapons work. The only green stuff I have right now is kind of super stale, like the outside is all crusty. It's just, it happens. I only need like the smallest amount. Here's my trick to kit bash fast. Super glue on one join, a little wad of green stuff on top of the super glue, more super glue on top of that, and then get the part you want to stick and it will freeze in place and be vaguely gap filled until you have time to do it later. You know, it looks better like this. Also, I realized I used the wrong body before, so I fixed that. There's a lot of great secondary hand options. I especially like this one, but I did go with the horns again because I want that to be like the motif for the faction. But we need a head. The Stargrave's Mercenaries kit has been great for heads, but I've definitely been gravitating towards these like spooky e-girl heads. I don't know, something is cool about them. The scope on the eye kind of seems a little bit too sci-fi for me, so I'm going to shave it off so it kind of looks like an eye-in eye patch. Maybe something like that? I don't know, picture it being iron and gross. So I think the trick to the aesthetic that I'm going for is just to layer up accessories on accessories and really bulk out the models. Make it look like they have to live off their backs, essentially. I made all these shoulder pads a couple of days ago. I don't want to use them. And I have been using them a lot. She's a beaut. Tough and ready. These are my happy little heretics. I'm very, very excited by them. I think they each have lots of character. This one is a miniature from Black Magic Craft that I gave a gun. There's something really cool about giving a skeleton a gun. This is from my friends over at Tabletop Time. They sent me some models from their latest crowdfunding efforts. I don't know if it's out yet, but the head is from a Rogue Hobbies Rascal Town miniature that I got a few years ago. It was a misprint, that's why it was just given to me to bash up, and I think it looks awesome. There they are. But there's another model, another special model. The camera cut out, but Rachel was just saying how good they were.
Yeah, I really like the little, like...
This is what you've been painting, right?
Yeah, have you shown them? Baddie.
And now Rachel's going to put some washes on it to dirty it up, because we're in the trenches. Rachel doesn't really paint miniatures, so... And also hasn't done washes.
Well, I just use the colour that you use is the colour that you use.
Yeah, looks good. So I'm thinking about painting these up.
Oh no, her feet.
It's okay. Super glue fixes everything. What was I saying? The colours. So the idea is that I want to colour these like super dark and leathery. And these I'm thinking kind of gothy, like black, maybe pale faces, and maybe like red makeup maybe. I don't know.
You're distracting.
This is an artillery witch, which looks like that. And what's kind of cool is yesterday on Instagram, look, this is the miniature that you sculpted.
Oh, that's so cool.
What an honor.
I don't know if I'm doing it right.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Straight. It is currently 11:13, and this is what we have. Man, tell me if I should continue with this. I think it's a fun concept. I like the style a lot. I want to keep doing it. There is still a page of stuff we're yet to do. This will be fun. This will be fun. All this,